What's up gamers, Jem here, and this is going to be a long one, so please do consider subscribing to this channel. I have never put so much effort into my video before. The editing for this was tedious, especially for someone at my skill level, which honestly I'm like a level 2 editor if the editing game was maxed out at 100 levels. Every new subscriber helps a lot and keeps me motivated to keep on going. In one of my previous videos, I talk about how the community has found unlisted Stadia store pages that mention pre-orders and demos are coming to Stadia, and it was actually old news from last year that I revived just for the sake of being news and spreading awareness to the new Stadia fans that keeps on growing day by day. Well, today it's my turn to pay back to the community. I spent over an hour today researching new, never found before Stadia store listings. I have found over 60 of them, and half of them are just seasonal sales, but the rest I think you're going to find interesting. Let me explain real quick on how I found it. If you watched my previous video on the one I just mentioned, the previous research of hidden store listings have ended at 47. Which was the trials page for Stadia. If you enter the number 48, you will see this screen. Now what's interesting is that I remember typing other numbers onto Stadia, but this was never the page I was receiving. If I type the number 120, you will see a straight up not found page, which is exactly what was displayed for Stadia listing 48 a few weeks ago. Now if we go back to the Stadia listing 48, I noticed that for a split second the browser turns black with a giant Stadia logo in the middle. What I did later was just refresh the page and then immediately hit the stop loading button. This allows me to see the page before the function to block me from viewing the page is activated. Now when I'm in this mode, there is a very subtle information that's displayed, but yet powerful. If you look at the title of the Chrome tab, I can see what the Stadia listing is really about. So with all that in mind, let's begin and speculate all the listings I have found so far. This will not be in order. I have categorized some of the listings together to make more sense throughout the video. So, number 48 on the Stadia listing is officially known as Buy It Again. My first obvious reaction was, buy what again, Stadia? Is it telling me to buy microtransactions for games again? Oh, I don't know, maybe buying 100 gold on PUBG? Why not buy it again? Or is it telling me to repurchase a game that I've refunded? Honestly, I don't know what this store listing is even about, but if you do have any idea, please do comment below on what you think the listing title means. Moving on to Stadia listing 49, 50 and 51. The titles for these are Go Deluxe, Deluxe Edition and Ultimate Editions. Let's focus on number 49. It mentions that it's Go Deluxe. To me that just sounds like you perhaps bought the basic version of whatever game and it's just a store section saying that there is a deluxe edition for your games and here's the cost of upgrading to that edition. As for number 50 and 51, it's pretty much self-explanatory. It's a Stadia store section where you have a list of deluxe editions and ultimate editions. Which reminds me, for the sake of the interest on this video, I will be leaving anything sell related at the end of the video. Let me quickly give you something juicy that I found. Number 94. Buy now to continue playing is a store section for all those games that you have played trial versions of. I know we've had superhero John Justice telling us that demos will be a thing in the future and also mentioning in my previous videos that trials are coming in the future. Well, at least we have further confirmation that trials for Stadia are continuing in development in the background. But that's not all. There's also number 93 store listing. The title for this one is literally Try These Games. Well, Stadia, there's no games listed under this page, but we can expect this is where we will start seeing demos and trials once they arrive on Stadia. Now for number 92, and just realizing that I'm just going in order but in reverse, it is titled as Recommended for You. This is a feature that we see in other digital game stores like Steam, where the algorithm is trying to predict what games you will enjoy that you don't own yet, judging based on what games you have bought and how many hours you have on it. Considering this is Google we're talking about, it sure would be interesting to see if the recommended for you page actually recommends really great games that I might genuinely enjoy. I say this because from my own experience on Steam, for the last time, Valve, I do not want to play Shower with Your Dad Simulator 2015. Come on, Valve. Where are you even reading into my game history that you think I want to play this? Oh, never mind. I have Dream Daddy. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, number 91. Games that your friends are playing. This will be a Stadia store section that simply just says what games your friends are playing. If, for example, your friends is playing Fortnite, that's when you just unfriend them. Just kidding, of course. It will just list Fortnite on that Stadia section. Just for the record, the Fortnite comment was just a joke, and I genuinely don't know if that game is coming to Stadia or not. Now for number 90, add-ons for your games. This one was actually quite interesting to me because this suggests that the Stadia store will be looking through your game library and giving you a section on add-ons that you don't own yet. I find this one interesting because I just don't see Google making a category like this to be displayed on the store homepage. This sounds more like a useful tool for the gamer. I feel like the Stadia library interface is going to change in the future where we can just click on the game and it will list what add-ons we have or don't. I don't know, maybe I'm just reading too much into it and it could just simply be a category that we will see in the homepage of the Stadia store. With number 95 and 96, the title is Stadia Pro Games and Stadia Pro Exclusives. This is another really interesting one. This clearly suggests that we're going to get Stadia games that are only available on Stadia Pro. If that is the case, then I'm sure this is for free-to-play games, isn't it? I mean, why would a company develop a game on Stadia to only purposely lock it behind Stadia Pro? That doesn't make sense to me. However, what does make sense to me are free-to-play games if they are locked behind Stadia Pro. I wonder if this page is about having free-to-play games being Stadia Pro exclusive. We could also have DLCs that are Pro exclusive only. Either way, at least now we know that there will be Stadia Pro exclusive games in the future. Just a quick mention, I've also found a new Stadia page, at least I think it's new. I couldn't find this specific page with a quick Google search and I don't recall this page being mentioned before. Anyways, I found the Stadia Families dashboard page, which is simply stadia.google.com/families. This is the page where you will manage your Stadia family. It mentions that you can control what privacy settings in your family can have, as well as what games they are allowed to play, and also approve certain game purchases. I have no interest in Stadia family because I'm alone and let's just say by choice. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to play Dream Daddy after I'm done with this video. Moving on to number 88. Yes, I skipped 89, but it shall return at some point. Number 88 is titled as Reduced Price. This is also an interesting one to talk and speculate about because we already know that there is going to be a lot of Stadia sales and they are labeled as such. But the reduced price sounds like to me the non-discount value of the game is the one being reduced as the games get older. For example, today we have Borderlands 3 on the Stadia store at around £40. But 2 years from now that game will probably be reduced to like £15. So I think the moment the specific game gets reduced, it will be displayed on the reduced price section on the Stadia store page. Oh, I almost forgot. There's another page for pre-orders with number 76 with the title of Pre-Order Now. where you can pre-order games now. Well, not now, but in the future from now, when this now feature becomes available in the future, will be now by then. There's another store page with the number 78. The title is Get Your Bundles On. Again, this is another interesting one because this can be viewed in a few different ways. At first glance, I was thinking this could just be bundles we've already seen with like Deluxe Edition, Collector's Edition, Special Edition and whatnot. But then I thought, well, these already exist in Stadia. What if Stadia is doing an actual bundle system? For example, what if there is a bundle for co-op games and it's just 3 games that include Borderlands 3, Ember and Get Packed? 3 games bundled into one with a decent amount of this discount. With number 97, the title is Newly Updated. This is a section on Stadia that will display newly updated games. This is great and all, but what I really want is a patch note system and also a notification system where it tells me what games have been updated since I've last played them. Now, in my previous video, I was talking about the APK teardown of how the Android Stadia APK mentions sales like the summer sale, holiday sale and back to school sale. Back to school sale. That is actually hard to say. I have found much more sales than that, but before I continue, the APK teardown also mentioned a free weekend system. Unfortunately, I searched and searched, but I couldn't find a Stadia store page for free weekends. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist or it's not under development. I'm simply just saying that I couldn't find it, and I'm sure we'll eventually see a free weekend system on Stadia in the future, which is going to be fantastic when it finally arrives. Before I talk about the Stadia sale listings, I have one more awesome thing to show you, and that is with number 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, and 85, which the titles are Deal of the Week, Pro Deal of the Week, Stadia Pro Deal of the Week, Deals of the Week, Pro Deals of the Week, Stadia Pro Deals of the Week. First of all, we can see that there is a difference between Stadia Pro Deal and simply Pro Deal. And I don't know what that even means or what the differences are. One is mentioning Stadia Pro specifically and the other is just a Pro Deal. To me, I would have assumed they are the same thing, but why would they have a separation then? I just don't know the answer to this. Anyways, forget about the Stadia Pro and Pro deals for a second. Let's focus on the bigger picture here, and that is that we will have weekly deals on Stadia at some point in the future. Not only are we getting new weekly deals, but also there will be one weekly deal for Stadia base members and another one for Stadia Pro members. I'm going to now show you all the Stadia sale listings I have found, and I'm going to do it really quick because there's a lot of it. I do, however, want to say that I found out that there will be a normal Stadia Summer Sale and also a Stadia Summer Pro Sale. This means that Stadia base members will also receive game discounts. I assume Stadia Pro members will have unique and or increased discounts compared to the Stadia base sales. Okay, now let's begin in numerical order. With 52 and 53, we have Stadia Pro Deals of the Season and Stadia Pro Sale of the Season. The difference is that one of them says Deals and the other says Sell. You can decide by commenting below what that means to you. With 56, 57 and 58, we have Black Friday Deals, Black Friday Stadia Pro Deals and Stadia Pro Black Friday Deals. Again, you can comment below on what these last two means to you. With 59, 60 and 61, we have Holiday Deals, Holiday Stadia Pro Deals and Stadia Pro Holiday Deals. With 62, 63 and 64, we have End of the Year Pro Deals, End of the Year Stadia Pro Deals and End of the Year Deals. With 65, we have Game of the Year Deals. Now this one, what does that even mean? Are we having deals on Game of the Year editions of games? For example, once Borderlands 3 finishes all their DLCs, the publishers will repackage the game itself and all the DLCs as its own Game of the Year edition. Now, is this going to be part of the deal, or do we get to vote on what the game of the year is? Like, how does this work? Maybe Stadia just decides which games are game of the year based on Stadia sales, or how much total hours have been played on specific Stadia titles from the overall Stadia community. With 66, 67, 68 and 69 69, we have summer deals, summer pro deals, summer Stadia pro deals and Stadia pro summer deals. With 70, 71 and 72, we have New York New Year pro deals, Stadia pro New Year deals and New Year deals. And just a quick one, we have 77 and 79, which are the Summer of Game sale and Back to School sale. Why is that so hard to say? Back to School sale, which was another sale mentioned in the Stadia APK teardown. That's pretty much it with all the sales and discounts. There are about 10 more store listings. I left these to the end because they weren't interesting to me, but maybe they are to you. So again, please comment below if you want to share your opinion about any of these Stadia listings. We have 54 with great value, we have 55 with first on Stadia, we have 75 with best sellers, we have 86 with all deals, we have 87 with Stadia deals, we have 89 with new trailers, we have 98 with Stadia Pro exclusive deals, we have 99 with previously available in Stadia Pro. We have, actually, you know what, I do want to talk about number 99. Previously available in Stadia Pro? What does that mean? In my head I'm thinking maybe games that used to be on Stadia Pro, now removed but might come back to Stadia Pro again in the future. For example, new Stadia Pro members can no longer claim Thumper. What if Thumper comes back to Stadia Pro again in the future? We have 100 with only on Stadia. Just a quick mention, there are pages 73 and 74. Now these pages are also being blocked, but these pages have no value behind them and they are simply placeholders for now. So maybe it's worth keeping an eye for it in the future. Hell, it could even be the pages from the free weekend system. Now, that is all for the Stadia store listing, but another quick mention, I did find the store listings for companies. The numbers for companies start with 40, so 4001, that's 2K Games, 4002 is Bethesda, and 4006 is Ubisoft. I think these pages exist because in the future you could perhaps, for example, go on the Assassin's Creed Odyssey store page and click on Ubisoft's name, and then you'll get to view all the Ubisoft games that are on Stadia in one big page. And that's it. This was by far the most work I've ever put into my own videos. Been working on this for multiple hours, and I really hope you can consider subscribing to my channel. It means a lot, and as mentioned at the beginning of the video, it keeps me motivated to keep on moving forward. Thank you for watching my video. This is Jem, and I'll see you on the next one.